Hey everyone, welcome back to another Kevin's Creations here on Geektopia Island. I'm Kevin.
I'm Cardwell.
And we're back today with a brand new deck from the new set of Assault in the Demonic World. We're showcasing all the rulers first like we always do.
Yep.
And doing silly shit with them. And then we're going to go through and build other decks later. So this week we're doing the red ruler and she's super strong, Violet. She's super good.
Yeah.
You just get to win out of nowhere. But before we get into it, guys, just remind you that we do have a Patreon. The link is down below. Go check it out. It just takes $1 to give us some love and support. We greatly appreciate it. In our Patreon, you'll find all the links to our videos early, and you'll find access to our Discord and all that fun stuff down in our Patreon. So go check that out. Also down below that is our Force Wheel Grimoire app, and it is our app that we made for the Force Wheel game, and it is a database for everything, and you can go search up and build whatever kind of deck you need to on the fly if you're just bored or whatever, and it's just a good way to build a deck.
Yep. And this set's already in it, so hopefully you enjoy that.
I can't tell you how many people have been on us about being like, hey, when's the new set in there so we can build decks, because they love it. So Go check it out. With that, guys, we're going to go into Down to the Last, which is we're talking about atoms because we're going down to the last atom. So it is Violet, the Atomic Automaton. She is the new red ruler. She judgments for 2 red, and then you pay 1, draw a card, then discard a card. Play this ability only once per turn. Cool.
Yep.
Super easy. And then Violet, the J ruler side, is discard a card. This card gains +2/+2, swiftness, flying, first strike, precision, drain, or barrier until the end of turn.
Yep.
So the backside you just discard for free, and you get one of those abilities, and you can do it as many times as you want.
Yeah, as many cards as you have.
And it sounds kind of bad that you're discarding cards, but pretty much all of her atoms do things off a discard that can't be countered because it's just an ability.
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah, thanks.
Unless you play the new Lorite, but that's going to take a while for that to even trigger, so you're all good.
Yeah.
The first one we have, of course, is Tiny Violet. The 3/4 for 1 red. It has flying, and this card gains Violent Atomic Automaton in addition to its other names. Because enter, put up to 2 atom chance from your graveyard to your hand, which is insanely awesome because you can tap, draw a card, then discard a card. So you can pay 1 for your ruler and then just tap her to do it, and you're just.
And it still triggers because she still counts as the Violet ruler.
Yep, exactly. And the fact that you get 2 more that you've already discarded for more extra value is pretty awesome.
And then we also have improved Healing Robot for in case the game goes long, which if it does, I don't know, but yeah, it's there. 1 blue improved Healing Robot is a 1-drop 4/4. Enter, put any number of cards from your removed area into your graveyard. You gain 400 life for each card put into the graveyard this way. So you're putting a lot of cards in the remove zone from the other cards that we have, so you get to just get them back and recur it.
Yeah, it's all value town is what she is pretty much.
Yeah.
Mirabella, the next one, of course, is Sincere Engineer / Heart-to-Heart Talk. She is a 1 and a blue 5/5. You may play this card from your removed area, so that's awesome. Enter, you may search your deck for a machine with total cost 1 or less, put it in the field, and then shuffle your deck. And then chant is draw a card, then remove this card from the game. This card gains each turn you may pay 1 less to play the first activity ability of your ruler you control, as long as it is in a removed area. So therefore, and just in case, if you control 2 rulers, only the first ability is affected, not the first of both. So just in case you do the tag teams with her. Pretty good.
Yeah, but for this one, you get to do the front side of your ruler for free with her, as long as you pay 1, and it's you're not losing value because you pay 1 draw card. And it's colorless to do that, so you don't care.
Yeah, that's the number 1. It's just colorless to do the chant part, which is pretty awesome.
And the fun part of it is if you play Mirabella, then you get to go get the Tiny Violet or the Improved Healing Robot. Either one or both 1-drop robots.
Yeah.
Or 1-drop machines that get to come into play. So you're like, cool, I get free value out of all of this.
I kind of want to see what happens in Wonder of what can be cheated in the old rulers.
Oh, yeah.
Just because that one colorless.
Next up is Improved Burning Robot. He is a 3/3 for 2 with swiftness, and then enter, put any number of target atoms with different names from your graveyard into your hand. When this card attacks, you may reveal any number of atoms with different names from your hand. Put 2/1 counters on this card for each card revealed this way.
Yes.
It is insane how strong this is. I got it in the pre-release we played, and he gets nuts because those counters just stay, and the longer he gets to attack more turns, they just keep getting on there.
Yep, just whenever it attacks, every time. The next one is Atomic Bahamut. It's the winning card of this whole deck, really. So it's a 1 red and 5. That's a 40/40.
Yeah.
Because who needs that, right? So, as you play this card, you remove any number of atoms in your graveyard from the game. You may pay 1 less to play this card from each card removed this way, which will be simple enough to do. So it costs 1 to do this. This card gains Swiftness, Flying, Pierce, First Strike, Precision, and Enter. When J Resonators your opponent controls loses all abilities. This card deals 4,000 damage to each J Resonator your opponent controls. Players cannot chase to this ability, so you can't counter or anything. And as long as there are 5 or more atoms with different names in your removed area.
So yeah,
So
he big dragon.
you pay 1 to win the game. That's what it is.
That is what this dude does. He gets to win the game when he comes into play, and it's literally 1 cost, like he said, because you're gonna have a lot of atoms in the graveyard and that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
you have to make sure they are different named atoms, so you have to pay attention to what's in your graveyard, and you have to worry about stuff getting removed from your graveyard, because that could help, or that
Yeah.
could hurt you in the long run.
For sure, but insanely just cool to get off.
All right, so we're going into the spells, and there's a lot of them because that's what all the atoms are.
Yep.
First up is the White Garden. It is 1 white, quick cast, gain 1,000 life. And then whenever this card is discarded by an effect or a cost of an ability called Violet, you gain 1,000 life. All of the atoms have that ability of whatever the first ability is, they do that.
Yep.
So we're just going to go over the first ability because they all literally do that.
Pretty much. So 1 black, Void. Quick cast, remove all cards from opponent's graveyard from the game. Does the same thing when discarded.
Yeah. Magical Loveliness. It is a red and a blue. For a quick cast, rest target J Resonator. This card deals 400 damage to your opponent. Discarded, it does the same, so it's just there for control.
Yep. Gradius, that's 1 red, or for 1 for free, pretty much. Quick cast. Target J Resonator loses all abilities until end of turn. This card deals 800 damage to it. Simple as that.
This one's probably the best one of all of them because it removes abilities and shoots a thing. So
Yeah.
it can just be like, remove all abilities, kill that dude.
Yeah, remove your imperishable, kill it.
Next is Everfrost. It is 1 blue, draw a card, and then discard, draw a card.
So yeah, it's a lot of that. Eternal Wind, it's 1 green. Recover a magic stone you control, so it's basically free.
Yeah, and if you have the little blue robot removed, it's even more free because you get free mana that way because you're like, cool tap. Do
Yeah.
it for free. Next up is Dark Prominence. Is a black and red for quick cast. Destroy target J Resonator your opponent controls. Same thing.
Also one of the best ones,
Yeah.
for sure. Brave Force, it's a green and a red. Quick cast, target J Resonator against plus 600 swiftness and barrier until end of turn. To be able to pay 1 or tap Violet to give a thing barrier, pretty good.
Yeah. Next is Aegis. It is a red and white for choose 1. Destroy target attacking J Resonator. Destroy target addition.
Yep. my
It's there
favorite.
to help fight the demonic worlds and to just make sure you don't die to attackers.
Yeah, exactly. Especially ones with barrier.
Mm-hmm.
The next one's Atomic Turbulence. It's 1 red chant, actually. Quick cast. As additional cost to play this card, discard X atoms with different names. This card deals 500 damage to target player or J Resonator. Here we go. If X is 1 or more, it deals 1,000 damage instead. If it's X is 2 or more, this card deals 1,000 damage to each J Resonator other than this card's target. And if this target isn't your opponent, this card deals 1,000 damage to your opponent. If X is 3 or more, your opponent cannot play spells this turn. So yeah,
This card is insane as a win con. 'Cause
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be like a super win con, but it helps you to where your dragon is relatively free. Because you play this, and this make sure that you discard cards to your graveyard to give all the atoms there for your dragon. And if it's 3 or more, your opponent can't play spells.
Yeah.
So they can't even try to stop your dragon. Not that they really could anyway, but
if it needed to happen, for
this
sure.
just puts the nail in the coffin for it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then lastly, we have Atomic Reactor, which is 1 red addition. Enter, search your deck for an atom, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. You have maximum hand size increased by 1. So it's just there mainly to go get the certain atom you need, and it just is an added bonus that your hand size is up.
Especially if you just need to kill a dude. Just like, give me
Yeah.
that red-black one so I can kill your guy. Let's continue with that. And the best thing about also with Atomic Turbulence is legitimately you can just be on their turn, just don't play your turn because you can't play spells. Let's time walk for 1 red, shall we?
Yeah, it's kind of weird and crazy how it does things.
Yeah.
For the stones, we're playing Magic Stone of the Scorched Spells, Magic Stone of the Heat Ray, Hearth Core, and Blasting Waves, which are all the dual stones for red, because you may need to play the cards occasionally. I don't know, maybe.
But all you really need is 1 red.
Yeah.
To do all your deck.
And then lastly, we have Magic Stone of Atoms, which is just the red stone for Violet. It just produce a red, banish this card, draw a card. So it helps you get to your combo pieces, because this deck is pretty much just a combo deck.
Yeah.
It's gonna draw to its win and then just kill you.
And just a stone to be able to do that. You don't even need to pay it to do it. Then you
Yeah.
can put in almost any deck if you wanted to.
And like always, we don't have any kind of sideboards, but we do have honorable mentions for this one, and they're mostly just for the Maribel card. So if you want extra cards that you can use. The first one is Twin Robots, which is 1 blue for 2/2. Enter, put a 2/2 water machine into play. So it's just there for like aggro if you need it, really, but you don't have to.
Yeah. Oh, and of course the next one is Android Harlot. You remember this from the Ghost in the Shell one? It's a 1-drop 0/3, and banish this card, draw a card, then discard a card. So it helps you do that.
Yeah, this one just literally helps you fuel your deck. So if
Yep.
you want to do those instead, you can. They're just part of a thing to help with Maribella.
Yep.
Overall, though, this deck is very combo oriented. It's very quick and gonna win in one turn. That's just what its purpose is. It's combo. You're gonna win in one turn.
Yeah.
Overall, I like it. I personally think the Red Ruler is going to be one of the strongest of the set, just in general, because she has free kill spells,
Yeah.
or like
Very cheap.
quote unquote unkillable or uncounterable kill spells, because all of her abilities just trigger off of her ability, so
Yeah.
they don't cast, so you just can't counter them. It's kind of disgusting.
Exactly.
Thank you guys for joining us. The deck list will be down below. Go check it out and leave us a like down below. We'll see y'all again next time.
Goodbye.
Later. Also, guys, make sure you hit that like button down below and subscribe to our channel, and then hit that bell for any future notifications that you have for our videos.
And we go ahead and give a big thank you to our fans for over the years, especially our Mythic and Above Patreon followers.
Thank you, Ryan.
With that, we love you. Thank you for your support.